Captain's Log Supplemental.
So, Miss Vicki.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember when we were watching those WRL events and some of those grid life events where you used to see the in-car video and it had like the cameras seeing front and back, but it also could see all the telemetry and everything that was going on?
Mm-hmm.
You know, most of the ones that we liked were taken by the Sentinel system. Remember James came on our podcast earlier?
Right.
You know, we have no excuse since he lent us one for trial and demonstration purposes. We should actually probably put that in one of our cars. Maybe two.
I really think we should.
I think we should.
I know.
Because then we'd look like the immature endurance racing team that we are. Oh, wait, I mispronounced that, didn't I? Sorry, my bad. We could
So what does the
have,
Sentinel system do?
we could have 3 cameras with picture-in-picture. We could have, if we ever get the AIM system to work, open invitation to anybody from AIM to come on and give us a little bit of love. We need some help. And then we could have all our telemetry on there. And then we can have it streamed live into the paddock or around the world to our millions of fans. We're apparently very popular in Kenya right now. Don't know why, but that's fine. And it can integrate all the available race statistics from like Race Hero and everything. So we could actually see how we're doing on video. We wouldn't even have to carry around our phone anymore. Live.
I love it.
From the great halls of their house, there are assembled 3 who hope to one day be the world's greatest driving heroes. Created from the cosmic legends of the universe comes our team captain, the Vision, Bill Fisher. Their soon-to-be Wonder Woman, Vicki Fisher. Our Captain Marvel and head flight trainee, Jennifer Skripchuk. And our Batman, the master of tools, gadgets, and all things mechanical, our mild-mannered soon-to-be billionaire, Alan Danvers. Their mission, to fight injustice, share what is right and wrong, to get you out of your house and come out racing with them, and serve all mankind. They are the Garage Heroes in Training Team. Dominating with Dawson.
Ben Dawson, we need some, it's kind of a jargon. It's kind of a question. You've been gone for so long. I'm not good at asking you questions anymore. So I've got one that I don't even know what I'm really going to ask.
How we lost our mojo for a minute, but let's get it back right here.
We did. Yes. My mojo. I'm like Austin Power. Oh, wait, that wrong reference. Mr. Dawson, we've never talked about this, but
okay.
Miss Vicki,
I find it hard to believe, but let's go.
Well, you know, I know you don't listen if you're not on, but Jeff was making fun of our Dominating with Dawson question doc. He's like, you know, that's like 160 something pages. I'm like, yeah, but Ben doesn't read it, so it's fine. It's fine. Mr. Dawson, I don't believe we have ever talked about logbooks and tech inspections, like real. So Miss Vicki has a car that she's sitting right behind as she's tilted, and her number is still backwards because she hasn't figured out how to get the photograph in the right way.
I haven't had the energy.
Yeah, she's right now. It's the E5 car as opposed to the 23 car. But
we got Copper Top sitting in front of Copper Top there.
That's right.
You know what? It looks perfectly fine on my screen until somebody told me that it's reversed on everybody else's.
See, when they do the reverse, that's cool. But when they do the reverse and they only have the one finger, not so cool. Anyway.
No, it's not so cool.
Not so cool. So, Mr. Dawson, what is a logbook? Like, books are made of paper, and papers are coming from a tree, which is a log.
They do come from logs, yes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I think we talked about the NASA student passport, which is like your HPDE logbook, or sort of like a passport where they're documenting how you as an entrant are doing with your driving. So that's the logbook documenting your driving skills. A logbook for your race car is typically issued by an organization that you plan to race with. I don't think Lemons does one. Do they?
No. Lucky Dog does.
Yeah, I think Champ Car does.
I haven't done that
or at least they have a big text sheet that you show up with. But you're either going to have a tech form to fill out, where you're kind of going through saying, here's a list of things for you to check off about your car. In some of these instances, you can go get it done by a shop that's within their network of accepted shops, and they can check your car before the event. not everybody does that. Some DEs do that. Some race organizations, I think, will let you do that. But for the most part, tech usually happens prior to the event at the track. So if you're racing Saturday and Sunday, a lot of times tech is on Friday afternoon or evening, or maybe first thing Saturday morning or something like that. But that's just tech is when they're going to go through your car to ensure it for rules compliance in some cases, but definitely for safety compliance with this organization's safety rules.
So the
they're all a
logbook,
little bit different.
so the logbook is kind of like an annual inspection, and then they just do a quick check at the track. Is that what they're doing?
I'm trying to think of the last car I had with the logbook. I think I had an SCCA logbook with the E30, but we only did one SCCA event, so it kind of got marked one time. We never did it, but yeah, I believe my understanding is the logbook. Yeah. You take your logbook and they're marking it down like a passport, kind of when they see the car, and they make notations about things like if they need to recommend that you do this or that. That goes in your logbook, like, hey, for next time, add a drop down, add a down bar here or something like that. They want you to modify your cage, or if they're asking you to update your harnesses for the next time, they'll make a note there, like, this is the last run for these harnesses. We want to see new harnesses that, next time this car shows up. That's a good place to write it down there in the logbook. But the tech form is kind of your entry pass form just for that race. So they're not going to put anything on the tech form that really has, their action items for you to take with you in the car to handle that before they see you again.
Miss Vicki, your car get a logbook when you went to the SCCA? I can't answer because I wasn't allowed to go.
I don't remember. I don't think I did.
And in my experience, a logbook is a bunch of pieces of paper folded over, so 8.5 by 11, folded over with a staple down the center, and maybe a colored piece of paper on the outside with the club logo.
I love how it's explaining what the book is.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit different. You don't see little pamphlet type books like that, but you almost all of them end up sort of looking like, in my experience.
Yeah.
And you just and yeah, thankfully, it's been so long since I've kind of owned and operated my own race car. It's nice to be able to go drive other people's stuff. So it's been a while since I've been a person like handling logbooks and crap like that. But in my recollection, we had several for the Miata and several for our E30 that we used to run, and we just keep them in a plastic bag, in the like the door pocket of the car or something like that, just somewhere you don't lose it. It just always stays in the car unless you're racing it.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if you don't have one. I just don't know that I saw it when you came back. So
yeah, I don't know.
Did somebody come by with numbers and like a chisel looking thing, or a punch, and stamp a number into your cage? That car's got a cage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Honestly, I don't remember.
My experience with SCCA was they came by, and as a part of doing tech and issuing the logbook, they're also, I think, miking the cage to make sure it's the right thickness for the weight of your car. Mm-hmm. And in the process of doing that, they brought out this really cool old like numbers and stamp set, and embossed a number into my roll cage as a part of the assigning a logbook process in that region. That was Atlanta region. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
every region might be different.
I think they did hand me a logbook to continue my education with through the year, maybe.
Yeah. It's about the car, though.
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay. That logbook could have been for either
such a freaking blur, but it was so fast paced.
If only you would have had somebody there.
I know. Bill keeps reminding me. He keeps telling me, "Can I come next time?" Yes.
Mm-hmm. Was that SCCA track night? Is that what you did?
No, it was SCCA comp license.
Oh, comp school. Yeah, damn, that's cool.
Yeah, she went to comp school by herself and told me that I am not allowed to go, and I'm like, you need somebody there.
You know what? Here's the thing. I was there with 2 other girls, and we were going to do like an all-girl weekend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we were doing okay, except my car wasn't exactly ready.
Well, yeah. So did you? Because thankfully my teammate Hans brought his car for me, and kind of crewed it all day. The day I went and did comp school, maybe it was 2 days. That was just one day. But in your case, I've always heard like, hey, if you go to comp school, make sure you got somebody there to attend to the car, because you're going to be busy on track and in class. So did you take the car by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Did you trailer the car over there, or drive it?
No, I trailered my car.
And then you're just like, fuck it, I got this.
Yeah, it was until I realized that my seat wasn't adjusted properly and everything. My harnesses weren't adjusted properly, and
that's fabulously foolhardy.
Well, yeah, I know.
But
fortunately, that we borrowed a guy.
That's good.
Was one on Audra's team. He was over, and he was overlooking both of our cars.
That's
So I wasn't totally there by myself.
well, I'll tell you, it makes sense that you're not sure what kind of logbook you got after a day like that. I was like, I don't know what's gonna
Yeah.
happen today. Damn.
So I just kept having to like have these little windows of time when I had to like quickly adjust my car. And I'm like,
Yeah, I think, I also want to think where the original question was about logbooks and tech and that sort of thing. And I said that tech is for compliance and safety. I'm pretty sure the compliance portion of tech, if you're doing that kind of thing, happens after a race.
yeah.
That's like SCCA runoffs where they're like, hey, guess what? We found you all, half the cars are running notched ARs, or this guy's running a variable intake or some kind of crap like that. That's where they'll find that kind of thing. And in the tech shed afterwards. Yeah, I think it's usually the same people who are doing your safety tech might be also tearing your motor down to see if your pistons are legal or something like that after the event. That's everybody goes through safety tech. If there is compliance tech, only a handful of people will need to go through that. Like at the end of a jam car race, they have what's called the impound, where the top five have to get on jack stands and take their wheels off, and everybody kind of walk around and gawk at their car to see if they like all this stuff. They put their hood up.
You ready for my soapbox?
Yeah, hit it.
If you get, I forget what it's called, but when somebody else complains about your car,
like a beat ball flag?
no, like a
protest.
They're running a protest. You have to tear your car apart and then put it back together, right?
You can decline the protest and lose
your
result.
Yeah. I think that the guy or girl who protests should have to tear your car apart.
That's the case in some areas. It's not unheard of. You might let the competitor do the labor.
I don't know what you mean by that.
So let's say you won the race, and somebody says, "Oh, she's running cheaty motor. Her pistons are 50 over the limit or whatever." Something I don't know how you would know.
We're all running cars that are supposed to be equal. How did Vicki blow my doors off down the straightaway? That's right. That's the accusation.
Yeah. So then you have to take your car apart to prove that you're running compliant with the series that you're in.
Yeah. So, but also part of that too, there are also some series that get by running a claim rule. Do you know what that is?
I do, but Miss Vicki has not a clue.
No, I don't know.
So that means say we're all running equal Miatas in this local only Miata series. They're all supposed to only have 105 horsepower to the ground. Anybody who's making more power than that, it's okay, but you might lose that engine because you win a race. Everybody in the field has a chance to claim your engine for, anybody can put up $500 and buy your motor after you win a race or something like that. So there's no incentive to build a good motor because you overperform with that motor. Somebody's just going to take it from you and beat you with it. You know what I mean? So that's one way to drive parity. But, in a case where somebody protests your car, it's another competitor saying, I don't like the contact that we had. I don't like that they passed me under yellow. Or I don't like that we're all in equal cars and this car seems like it's more than it should be. There's a guy running E30s in Champ Car for a long time who everybody was sure was running the stroker motor because he was running times faster than club racing cars on 200 tread wear tires in a car that ostensibly should have been slower. So, that kind of thing always sort of comes up. And that's the kind of compliance tech we're talking about, tech inspection after a race. Via somebody goes, hey, I would like to lodge an official complaint or protest and say, I don't think this competitor is competing fairly. I'm going to find their nitro system. I'm going to find their cheaty differential, but whatever it is.
Well, nobody ever protests about us because we're in the middle.
And nobody's mad at you, right?
Nope. Nobody mad at me.
Yeah.
Someday we'll get them. Oh, Miss Vicki, your car number's right now.
I did. I fixed it.
Look at that. 23.
Oh,
look at that.
And you were saying you didn't have the energy.
Yeah, boy. I tell you that those mouse buttons
bristling with energy right now at 9:26 at
night.
Those mouse buttons are hard to push, Ben. It's been a long day. There's 3 clicks there. It's tough life. I'll get to it next week. It'll be fine.
I had an insanely busy Monday yesterday. Usually my Mondays are more just about getting beat to death, but yesterday was kind of delightfully busy.
Oh, I had
distractingly busy.
I had my second Monday today. Today was a full-fledged Monday. It was awesome.
Oh, I hate when your Mondays are repeater. Those things are repeating all through the week. Damn it.
I know. It's when they start getting into the double digits of Mondays in a row. It's like, this is killing me.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a month of Sundays, I guess.
I would like one of those. Just one of those every now and then. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Mr. Dawson. Thank you, sir.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.